we need to adjust that amount. Do I hear a motion that the board approves an additional $1,306.30, which is a total of $36,568 for the repair of Ritter Drive? Additional charge due to New York State OGS escalation charge. Do I hear a motion for that?
Motion.
Second.
Doug, all in favor? Aye. 5 ayes, motion carries. Transfer of highway funds. Do I hear a motion that the board approves the transfer of $36,568 from 99019.1 interfund transfer highway fund to 5031.3 interfund transfer highway?
I'll make the motion.
Doug?
I'll second.
Todd, all in favor? Aye. 5 ayes, motion carries. Highway fund claims. Do I hear a motion that the town board approves voucher number 3 in the amount of $36,568.80 for the payment of the Gorman Group for repair to Ritter Drive?
I'll make the motion.
Doug?
Second.
5 seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
5 ayes, motion carries. Town board meeting video approval, 6/14/2011. Do I hear a motion that the town board approve the video audio tape recording of the June 14, 2011 town board meeting?
I'll make the motion.
Somebody watching it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be, we reviewed it. So, we reviewed it. Would you like to review it before you pass it?
No, I'm just curious.
Okay.
What do you guys do in your spare time? So,
Yes, in our spare time. Wow. All in favor? Aye. 5 ayes, motion carries. The standard workday and reporting resolution. This has to do with reporting to New York State retirement. We already did this a year ago, but we had to update it due to the fact that we have new employees and officials that had to be added to the list. So do I hear a motion that the town of Princetown, location code 30712, hereby establishes the following is attached to the back. The following as standard workdays for elected and appointed officials, and will report the following days worked to the New York State and local employees retirement system based on the keeping system records or the record of activities maintained and submitted by those officials to the clerk of this body.
Just for clarification, that's no different than what we basically have been doing, correct?
No, we've been doing it, yeah, we've been doing it for, oh my gosh, how long we've been enrolled in the program.
So this is nothing new, this is just...
This is actually the same that you had adopted before, but if you look over under days, months, based on record of activities, see how it says, for instance, the first one, 7.89? What Isla was doing was rounding up or rounding down, and when the state came in, they said they really want exactly what it comes out to, so she had to redo it for the exact amount. They then round up or round down, but a municipality has to report that, so that's the change.
And we've added, there's different people on this one than the last time we passed it.
Oh, okay, that part I did.
Is everybody in a retirement plan?
Not everyone.
No, it says right on there, see if you look. Starts over here. And then there's one additional person. You look on, I think, the next page.
You could be on it if you want to sign up.
Right.
There's one more person signing on the sheet.
I am looking for a motion, but they're still looking.
Yeah, but it was just rounded up or down.
So then each individual has to take and submit their own hours then on this. So it's just whatever the individual says that they work on
No,
that
it's
day?
it's a matter of record keeping. It's not just that somebody works 9 to 5. You have to put your actual activities, there's a format.
We talked about
Yeah,
this.
just-
Yeah, I know.
This is 3 months of record keeping you had to keep.
Right, and I'm just still a little disturbed the way it's handled as far as, because I look at the one that I am, I'm .25, and I know I put more time in that, but because I didn't submit one, because
Right.
of not wanting to put something down dishonest, I get penalized. I don't really think that it's a proper way of figuring.
Why didn't you fill out the sheets then?
Well, because it's a little difficult. If I'm on the phone for 10 minutes today, tomorrow I'm on the phone for an hour. I mean, how do you calculate days?
Keep track of it for 3 months and take an average.
Okay.
That's why for 6 months I asked you to fill those sheets out and you didn't do it.
So that's what I'm saying. It's up to each individual to put down how much time they're putting in.
Yeah. And the reason why yours is the way, that number is because all they can be accounted for is the board meetings that we knew to put down for you.
I mean, I could put down 6, 10 days, but who's to say it's gonna be true?
I would hope you would honestly put it down as an elected official.
And that's why I had a problem. I wasn't gonna put something down that wasn't true, so, okay, I understand.
What's the cost of the townhouse?
I don't have it in front of me. I'd have to look, I can't even.
I mean, there is a
ballpark.
cost to the town, isn't it? For the retirement.
Employer pays part of retirement. But we have to offer it.
It's a matter
Every
of
employee.
state law.
That's the state law for all employees, or all for full-time employees?
No, all employees are part-time here are offered state retirement, have since, I don't know, 70s? When did it start?
I want to say
Earlier
the
than that?
law was passed in like 84, but I could be
I
right
thought we
on
had
that
back
one.
to,
Is it-
And that includes
Many years
part-time
ago.
people?
Oh, yeah, anyone employed.
right. And if you're employed here as a part-time employee and you work a state job somewhere else, and you don't opt in when you start here, we just had this happen, you can buy back your time, and the town has to pay their portion to buy back. Not the person's, what the town's share would have been all along, we have to pay that.
What is this, municipal law, or for, under municipalities, or civil service law under,
It's not civil service.
It's not civil service, but it's part of the retirement system. I don't know. I actually
I
have
don't
a
know
copy of the
specific.
law somewhere.
Yeah, I don't have it with me. but-
so it would fall under all town employees, or city, or village? or-
Municipal, school.
School, yep. Yep. So do I hear a motion to establish the standard workday and reporting resolution?
We're not making this up, this is what we have to do.
It's exactly, it's what we have in place right now. We had,
This is what we already did, right?
yeah, we just have to update it.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, I make some motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
John, second, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
3 ayes. Lou and Bob opposed. Motion carries. Okay, consent to change attorneys, Kennison versus Town of Princetown. I'll explain this a little bit. Last year, the town board had to take an action to handle a situation that was putting residents at risk. It was a health, safety, and welfare issue. We as a town board took the action. We have a lawsuit against the town right now over the action that we took. And we're carrying NYMER insurance, and part of the insurance is to cover the board if they make a decision like that and a lawsuit's brought against the town. They would provide the defense in the case. I sent the lawsuit on to NYMER. NYMER sent us back a letter saying that they were denying coverage They would not be covering the defense of this particular case. I felt that we were being treated unfairly. I did not agree with that decision. I put some time into writing a letter, and I appealed their decision. I was contacted by the executive director of NYMER, who shared with me that he thought my letter had merit. He convened the committee to look at this, and in the end, we just received a letter, you'll see, I believe is in correspondence, that NYMER overturned their decision. I won the appeal. And NYMER, our insurance company, is covering all the legal fees in this case, in the defense of this case, without reservation. So also any fees that we've already paid, Whiteman, we had hired Whiteman to handle the case because obviously we had to start defense on the case. Those fees are going to be turned into NYMER and we will be reimbursed for all of it. So that is very good news for this town. I would say at a minimum we saved about $40,000. And so with that, Whiteman will no longer be handling the case because NYMER, our insurance company, wants to assign their attorney. So this resolution is a consent to change attorneys in the Kennison versus Town of Princetown case. So do I hear a motion? Before I go there, does anyone have any other questions about
We
that?
really don't have a choice in this thing,
We don't have a choice in what?
in changing attorneys. I mean, they're gonna pay for it.
They are, but we have to give consent to that attorney to handle it because we had
Right.
been going through Whiteman.
That's in the best interest of us by going with their attorney.
If we don't, they're not paying for it,
Okay.
so.
So we don't have.
And this is part of that deal with why the insurance, or the lawyer's fees was so high last year too, isn't it? Isn't that part of that?
Some of it,
Oh, just make sure that people understand that.
some of
That
it.
this is part of that lawsuit that we paid the lawyers
Actually,
last year.
Okay.
Make
And that
sure
will be
everybody
reimbursed for.
understands that.
Okay.
Question?
Yeah.
Do we know who the attorney is?
Actually, it's right here, it's Beans, the Beans Law Firm, Brendan Beans.
There are several attorneys in our firm who are familiar with this work, and I'm happy that he's been appointed.
Good.
So you guys.
Yeah, we're okay with
that.
Yeah, it's
and-
definitely in the best interest of the town.
Also, Whiteman will be staying on as, or not staying on, but will be listed as attorney of record too. I believe Chris Buckley,
Did he
yes,
say that?
they want to
Okay.
be, yep. So,
But
But they
make
won't be in
this
charge.
clear that this is part of that
part of
money,
attorney fees that were spent last year had to
Right.
do with this case.
just so everybody understands that.
Yep, and that we're going to be reimbursed for part of those legal fees from last year.
Yes, that's what I
Through
just
NYMER.
wanted you to specify that.
Okay,
Thank
want me
you.
to say it again? We're good? We're going to be
Sure they are.
reimbursed some of the legal fees expended from last year due to this case.
The Gazette reporter, would they put that in the report?
Maybe.
In the back row there.
Do I hear a motion that Supervisor Whiteley sign the consent to change attorney's form? NYMER reversed their original denial of coverage for this litigation. Representation will convert from Whiteman Osterman et al. To Baines Law Firm, PLLC, Brendan Baines, Esquire. Do I hear a
I'll make the
motion?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 5 ayes, motion carries. That is a good thing. Mileage reimbursement. In January, we establish a mileage rate every year. What are we at right now, 51 or 52?
51.
51. And the state just changed it as of 7/1 to 55 cents. Do you guys want to change ours to follow suit? Because that's typically what we do for mileage reimbursement.
Gas goes up every day.
Right. So do I hear a motion that 55 cents, 7/1/2011, New York State standard mileage rate established by New York State per mile be the remuneration to town officials for mileage? You put that word in just for me.
I did.
Do I hear a motion for that?
Is it just, it's not just for town officials, it's for anybody that's doing town business.
Which is a town official? Well,
Or
official,
employee.
appointed or elected officials, appointed officials or employees.
Technically.
Yes. Would you like to add employee to that?
There'll be an article in the paper tomorrow saying that you just gave yourself a raise on your mileage and
Okay.
it didn't really mean
And
George is working or
employees,
something.
should we
like
add
that.
employee to that too? Do I hear a motion for that?
I'll make the motion.
Todd, second.
I'll second.
Doug, all in favor? Aye.
No.
Aye.
Opposed? Opposed.
3 ayes, Bob and Lou opposed, motion carries. Public hearing for revision of local law number 2 of 2010 dog control ordinance of the town of Princetown. Do I hear a motion that the town board schedules a public hearing on August 9th, 2011 at 7 p.m. prior to the regularly scheduled town board meeting to hear all those who would like to comment on proposed changes of Section 7C, 1 and 2 impound fees in the dog control ordinance of the town of Princetown, local law number 2 of 2010. Is everyone clear on what this is? This is the impound fees we talked about changing? Okay. Do I hear a motion to set the public hearing?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Todd, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes. Contract with Montgomery County SPCA. Do I hear a motion that that Supervisor Whiteley signs a sheltering agreement with Montgomery County SPCA? We have one now with APF, and this is a second one. It doesn't cost us anything unless we use it.
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Second?
I'll second.
Todd. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. 5 ayes, motion carries. Contract with New York State Troopers. We already approved, we agreed that we wanted the contract, we agreed on the contract with the troopers to continue for a 5-year time period. But we did not approve me signing it. And I actually just got the contract last week. So, in hand, with everything we asked for, including floor maintenance, which was new. So they will, twice a year, have all the floors in the building professionally maintained, which I think is wonderful. So do I hear a motion that Supervisor Whiteley signs the state police contract for a term to cover 4/1/2010 to 3/31/2015 at $37,428 annually, to be broken into 12 equal payments of $3,119 monthly.
Second.
Doug, 5 seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All in favor, motion carries. Okay. Public comment, we're back to public comment. So if anyone has a comment they would like to share with the board, I ask you at this time to stand up, state your name and address for the record, please.
Couple of things, just quickly, Norm Miller, Skyline Drive. I don't know if you're responsible or who, but Kelly Road has been a disaster for several years due to the severe rainfall that we've had. And the county has slowly been rebuilding them. And I don't know, past 2-3 weeks, they've been putting in all kinds of stuff, stones to secure the walls. And they just finished doing their hot coat, and for the first time that I can remember in a long time, Kelly Road is now really a nice highway to drive on. So whoever's responsible, I thank. And on the resolution 11-9, you said that, which is good news, that the insurance company is going to reimburse us for the previous fees that were paid. Do you know how much was paid in 2010? Reason I asked was in January when the budget was doubled, I asked why it was doubled, and you said it was doubled because that's what we paid last year. So I asked you if there was any litigation pending, and you replied no. So I was just wondering what fees on the Keniston lawsuit that would have been paid to the law firm when you didn't have a lawsuit in 2010. Just a thought.
Mary Sue Reed, 962 Darrow Road. I was just wondering, and you can answer whenever you want, you had a meeting on Saturday, July 9th, and I was just wondering if there was public notice of this meeting. And also on the RS 2417A, the standard workday and reporting resolution, I seem to recall in 2010 that the time period that was used to add the hours was the first quarter of the year. And I was wondering if you did that for this year too. My concern on that is I know some town offices are open for more days in January than in the rest of the year, and I feel that the hours would be skewed for those departments rather than averaging it over a 12-month period. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone else for public comment? Okay. We have no one else for public comment.